Hi there, you've most likely heard of the periodic table. You know, that large and complicated table that is really difficult to understand, but so incredibly helpful. Well, what if I said I had a way to remember all the elements? Okay, maybe not all of them, or maybe all of them. Now you're intrigued. How is this possible? Well, I'm sure you've heard of the periodic song. Very, very cool. You can run your way through, but there is a problem. What if I challenged you with some elements? In fact, let's make this a competition. Are you ready? We're going to go through, but let's zone in on just, say, the first 20, right? That's going to be much easier to manage. So I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to randomly call out a number between 1 and 20, and I want you to tell me what element matches with that number. So, atomic number. Hopefully you're ready. Let's see how you fare, and I'll join in as well. Let's see if you can beat me on this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, number 20, calcium. Okay, hopefully you got that one. Number 1, hydrogen. Well done, hopefully you got that one. Number 15, phosphorus. Number, let's go number 11, sodium. Number 14, silicon. Number 17, chlorine. Number, well, let's do something random. Let's go number 6, carbon. Number 4, beryllium. Number 11, sodium. Okay, so you're wondering, how does he know these names so well? Where's he looking? How's he doing? What's the hack for this? How's he doing this? Oh, he's got an earpiece in. Oh, I do have an earpiece in. Ah, you thought you got me. Let's see if it still works. Maybe it's just some sort of AI code that I wrote that's giving me all the answers. Let's try it again. Okay, number 3, lithium. Number 5, boron. Number 7, nitrogen. Oh, he's looking off to the side. Maybe there's something on the screen. He's looking at something on the screen. Okay, how do I completely convince you? I feel like this is going to be a real challenge. Let me see. Okay, I've got my screen open here. You can see my screen, and we've got a random number generator. Let's make it between 1 and 20. We should have a timer up and a date and everything else to prove this is live and real. It's okay. You can trust me on this. Let's give it a go. Random number generator. From here, I will give you, hopefully, the elements between 1 and 20. Let's give it a go. Okay, 12 was magnesium. I had to think about it for a brief second. 18 is argon. 16 was sulfur. I had to think about that one. 13, running with a bit of a blank. 13 was aluminium. Sorry, aluminium. I knew that one. 16, sulfur. 4 was beryllium. 3 was lithium. 10 is neon. 6 is carbon. 7 is nitrogen. Feeling pretty confident. Aluminium. I knew that one. 6 is carbon. 7 is nitrogen. No, we don't want that click option. 16, this isn't very random, is it? 16 was sulfur. 14, yay, something new, silicon. Number 2, helium.
Makes your voice sound really funny.
Number 17, chlorine. Number 2, man, this is really not random. Where's some other numbers? That was helium. 15, yay, phosphorus. Something different. 14, we've done that before. Now you're wondering, how does he do this? I still have a tendency to look off to the side, and you're wondering, what's he looking at? Why does he keep doing that? Well, I'm going to say I might be cheating. There it is. You knew I was... No, I'm not cheating. Or maybe I am. I'm using a mnemonic device. It's a, shall we say, visual device that I can theoretically, arguably, see in my mind. So when I do have to look away, I'm actually looking at this device and recalling the answer. But I have it all memorized. Okay, now you're saying periodic song, right? You've heard this all before. That's easy. You just run through the song and very quickly you'll get the number. I'm going to challenge that because there's one fundamental problem. If you run through from numbers, say, 1 to 5, that's easy. You can use the song, highly effective. But if I ask you for number 12, you're going to have to run through a little bit further to get to the right element. It's magnesium, by the way. Now, if you had to run through, and let's say you had to get all the way to like number 19, potassium, by the way, that's going to be really challenging because then you have to sing the song the whole way through. And what if you make a mistake, or what if you lose track? Well, it's kind of like the ABCs. You run your way through, and I mean, you know your ABCs really well. You've done this thousands of times, no doubt. So you could probably jump in the middle somewhere and LMNOP and you work your way through, right? It's still like a song. There's something better, way better. And I'm about to show you if you're ready. But before I do, I feel like we need a little bit more proof. Right? It's easy. The first 20, I mean, that's a breeze. Anyone can do that, theoretically, with a bit of practice. So let's up the ante. Let's go to level 2 of our competition and make it a bit more difficult. We'll continue to use the random number generator, but let's include, let's go for more detail about the first 20. We'll stick to the first 20 because those are the ones I know really well. I do know some of the others, but they're more challenging. Okay, so let's give it a go. We'll go for group number. Okay, from this random number, we need to call out, we'll say the name of the atom. Should we do abbreviation as well? We'll do abbreviation as well. Let's make this really difficult. Level 2. Name of the atom, abbreviation for the atom, including the lowercase details if relevant, and group number. Yeah, that sounds like a challenge. Let's do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 11 is sodium. That's Na. I know it's weird that it's Na and not S something, but Na. I assume S was taken by sulfur. And what else do we need? Oh, the very important detail, group number for sodium is number 1. Yes, that's right. It's in group 1. Check it on the periodic table. Okay, next one. 17 is chlorine. For chlorine, the group number is actually going to be 17. It falls under the halogens. And what else do we need? Oh, Cl is the abbreviation. Easy. Next one. Hopefully you're keeping up okay. 16. We're back to sulfur. Symbol there's S. And the group number for sulfur, I have to think about this one a little bit. Oh, no, I don't. This is easy. It's group 16. Yeah, that one's kind of easy. Okay, this is interesting. Let's keep going. 2 more to prove that I can truly do this. Maybe it's all scripted. There must be a script or something. 11. We've done that before. Do another one. 16. Didn't we just do 16? 8. Finally, something new. Oxygen. You know this one well. Oxygen, so that's a big O for oxygen. And the group number, again, I have to think about this one a little bit. Is it 16? Yes, it's 16. Group 16. Sorry, I had to think about that one a little bit. I had to jump to carbon and then add some numbers. Carbon's group 14, by the way, so I had to add 2 to get to 16. That's okay. You do what you have to do. Now, how do I do this? What else could I add to this memory? Is there anything else we can add? I'm going to argue you could add a lot of extra things. The question is how? How could you do this? How could you effectively remember the first 20 elements, including, I guess, atomic number? If you're really keen, you could do atomic mass. You could do the orbital structure. That's going to help you with electron pairing and chemical bonding. You could even do other details like the period number. You could do valence structures. Thinking of your more complicated SPDF orbitals. Lots and lots of added details that we can add in here. Key point. I used a mnemonic device. What is a mnemonic device? Well, it's a very, very carefully curated, I'm going to say, image that allows me to see the information at hand. Therefore, when I'm drifting off to the side, I am looking at my memory device, or at least picturing where that memory device is. Got something in my eye there. Not good. So very, very, very important to use this when you're trying to learn things. Very powerful technique as well. I will say these lights are really bright. They sort of get to me a little bit. It's okay. We'll go Areteerga on you guys. Let's do this. I want you to see how to use this memory device in order for you to also learn the first 20 elements. Why would you want to know the first 20 elements? Good question. The most relevant reason is it's going to help you tremendously in chemistry. So if you are busy working away with atoms, maybe you're at whatever level of your studies, doesn't really matter. This is a very, very useful device, particularly when you start looking at common use and element, should we say, attributes, and very, very useful, that group number, how the element actually interacts with other elements, which very, very specifically, hopefully you're aware, the group number can actually help unlock how many electrons are present in the outer valence of the atom. That's going to give you tremendous power, because then you can figure out how the atom basically bonds, right? And particularly in the sense of how the electrons behave when it's in its ionic state and it's beginning to form connections. Man, there's so much there. Okay, let's launch in. You want to know how to do this? Let's go for it. Try and learn the first 20 elements effectively. I'll hand you over to this guy over here.